Hi guys, so I wanted to do a really quick self-care video, super easy one, and it is another acupressure point, and it's an amazing point to use if you have a lot of things going on mentally, like meaning you have a lot of thoughts, a lot of different things that you might need to be taken care of, or different opinions of others, you know, when you have that monkey mind and your mind just won't shut up. Sometimes we really need some help with bringing that overthinking energy down and out and calming the mind, calming the body. So I wanted to do another point with you guys. It's called heart-7, and it is right here on the pinky side. So not the top part of your arm, posterior, but the anterior side. So the underneath part of your arm, the softer skin, the lighter skin, there's less hair there. It's the yin side of the body. Ooh. So yeah, the yin side of the body versus the yang side of the body. So the yang side of the body is the back, the yin side of the body is the front. And that's where we have the heart meridian. It actually starts at the armpit at heart 1 and goes down all the way to the end of the pinky on both sides. Heart meridian. The end of my tattoo right here is the heart-7 point. And I did that on purpose because I'm a nerd. A holistic nerd. Okay. Anyway. So what you're going to do is just take your thumb, actually, and put it on, like have your palm facing your face. So pinky side in. And you're just going to place your finger right there, not on this outer side, but on the inner side, again. And you just press into it and hold it for a minute and breathe. Mine feels a little bit like, oof, like it's a little bit like tender or achy, which is a sign that it needs it. So go ahead and do this with me. It's a safe point to do pretty much anyone. I'm trying to think of either any contraindications. I'd say that if you have a really hard time getting your energy up, if you've been struggling with like lethargy or just feeling really down and low, then this point isn't actually going to be helpful. This point is helpful if you have too much going on, if you're a little bit too excited, if you have all these things happening, and you have to plan this and you plan that, and then it's like chaos. That's when you want to use this point. So I'm going to go back in here. We're going to do this together for about a minute. And just get comfortable, sit comfortably wherever you are, or if you're standing, stand. If you're laying down, you can do this point. You can do this point really at any time. And on the exhales, you're just releasing any like overthinking, any mental chaos. Ideally, you start to feel even that energy begin to move downward, like in your heart center, solar plexus, it starts to relax. I need to do this point on them right now. Hold this for like another 10 seconds or so. You don't have to press hard. You can just hold the point. I'm kind of pressing a little hard, and I really need this right now. I need to stop talking. See, that's when you also need to do this point, is if you're talking a lot. And we'll do the other side together. Oof, we need to kind of like shake it out. Ooh. Again, coming into that pinky side. And just hold. exhales, you can make that noise. It actually helps to release some of that overthinking. This can be helpful for anyone who maybe suffers with anxiety. Anxiety is more of a Western term. It's not really necessarily recognized in Eastern medicine, but it's still going to help you if you're experiencing that. So you can kind of see, I've got my thumb right there on the heart-7. And actually, so for the heart meridian, it only has 9 acupressure points, and the 9th one is here on the inner part of the pinky, right by the nail tip, right there. So that's heart 9. Heart 8 is right here in the palm of the hand. This one is the equivalent of heart 7, but for kids. So if you have kids and they're just like overly excited or maybe a little bit like bouncy, out of control, just like buzzing, that's a lot of heart energy. It's a lot of excitement. And there are great ways that like you can help them burn it off, sure. But if you're in a car ride, like the best example would be if you were taking your kids to like Disneyland or an amusement park or something like that. It doesn't have to be Disneyland, but you know, and they all they can do is sit there, but they're like super excited. You can kind of just take their hand and massage it gently and hold that point. Good for adults too, but again, heart 7 is going to be a little bit more potent for the big people. Little ones, you don't really need to use this point on them until they're grown. Yeah, and that exhale, that AH or even a ha noise. If you take yoga or if you go to yoga classes, you'll notice that instructors are commonly inviting the yogis to make a ha breath, especially when you're in downward dog or you've already been moving a lot. And it's because that ah noise actually alleviates the heat in the body. It releases it more, and it releases all of that like overthinking, which is also a big reason why I go to yoga, is to get me out of my head and into my body. So I just like to point out that similarity there. But then afterwards, you just what we call make nice and just do a little bit of squeezing and rubbing and moving it around, and that's pretty much it. Really easy. All you have to do is hold this for a minute on each side. And even though I'm still talking a lot, I do feel better. I'm not thinking about all of the things that I was thinking about. And I'm definitely feeling that the heart chakra, heart meridian, feeling that heart chakra more relaxed. There's less like tension that was in my chest before. It feels like it's opened up and further down into my body, and oof, oof. The color, if you want to add one more element to it, on the exhale, we're releasing all of that stress. On the inhale, we're bringing in order and peace. That's the virtue that belongs with the heart meridian and the fire element. The heart meridian is a part of the fire element in traditional Chinese medicine. Okay, fun story for a second. I'm a wood ox, and my friends that I'm staying with, my best friend, she's a fire rabbit. Her partner is a metal horse, and their daughter is a fire pig. I love it. So we're all kind of like learning what that means right now. I'm not as up on my Chinese astrology as I am on my Western astrology. But I'm bringing that up because if you have fire as your element with your Chinese zodiac, then this is going to be a really helpful point for you to use, because you will be one of those people that probably has a lot more like zest and energy and passion and movement and very dynamic and sparks, right? So use this point if there's too much going on. up in here, and you need to bring that energy back down and like feel more peace and order. And so again, those are the virtues that are supposed to like actually really belong in the body and in the mind and heart and soul and all of that good stuff. So what you can do is focus on the color to help strengthen those virtues, because sounds purge and release. So we make the noise to like let it out of the body. But then when we're wanting to fill back up with the virtue, which is order and peace and love, then the fire element is, it's anywhere from light shade of pink to red. If you're a person that runs really hot or you have a lot of fire in you, then I would suggest keeping it on more of a pink, even like this like light pink color. It looks kind of white here. Can be really, really beneficial for those of us who have a lot of passion already. I'm pretty fiery myself, so when I visualize the fire color coming into me, I stick with pinks. If it's winter time and it's freezing out and I'm cold more often and I really need to stoke that inner fire, then I will visualize more of a red color. So do what feels good to you if you want to go there and visualize doing the color healing aspect of this. But I'm going to leave it at that for today. I hope that helps. I hope you all are doing well, and please share, like, and subscribe if you found this to be helpful, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.